So with increasing the value of the home, it's going to increase the energy efficiency of the home, increase the EPC rating of the property. Yeah. So it really is a win-win for the tenant and the landlord.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it is a win-win, definitely for the landlord as well, adding value to their home.
And so say you're a landlord and you've got multiple properties. Can you only do it on one, or can you do it on multiple?
It comes down to their tenant. So if they're on benefits.
Yes.
So it depends on the actual property, what it's entitled to, the EPC rating again, and looking at if they're on benefits to progress it to a whole house approach if it's the Eco4.
Yeah, so as long as the tenant qualifies, then if you've got multiple properties and multiple tenants qualify for this grant, it's not one property would get it. It's on a case-by-case basis depending on who qualifies.
Recommend, landlords to make a phone call and to just say, right, okay, these are the properties. What can be done? What can be done on these?
Oh, so landlords can reach out as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Landlords could reach out and say, right, these are the properties. What can be done on them?
So are you a landlord with multiple properties? Reach out to find out if your properties qualify for eco grants. How you qualify is dependent on your tenants, if they're low income, if they've got health issues, and if their EPC or tax band bracket qualifies for grants. So get in touch with Anita, get in touch with Hale, and the possibilities are there for you to increase the value and make your properties more energy efficient.
Yeah, sure. We're going to get bombarded now, aren't we?
Yes, definitely. The next question is from me. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. I just...
it's squeaking.
Yeah. The next question is from me, and it's, what is the most rewarding part of working in the funding schemes?
I think the most rewarding part working in the funding scheme is definitely for people who can't afford having a warmer home, and have them tell you how it's made a difference to them.
Yeah.
How they used to be so ill and now they're feeling better and they're healthier than before. And their bills have gone down. I think you just can't put a price on that. Really.
Especially in cost of
living. It's changing people's lives.
Yeah. So can you think back to a specific customer that you remember speaking to that really opened your mind to what you're doing and how you're helping people?
Yeah, so we just finished her this lady's external wall insulation. And, she'd been suffering basically heart problems, breathing problems. And she just found that since the house was a lot warmer, she was making, so much more progression in her well-being. And she was able to do things and that she wasn't able to do before.
Wow.
And it was just amazing that she's actually shared that with me. And I was like, I've made that difference to this person.
So rewarding.
And I was like, wow, that's amazing. And she goes, thank you.
That's amazing. Yeah, you've got to be, chuffed and over the moon with being able to help people in that way.
Yeah.
Something as simple as...
it's not, you think insulations, it's not the most attractive industry to be in, for sure, but it's not always about it being attractive, and it's what impact it's having on people's lives.
I agree.
And we underestimate that.
It's the same as heating. It's all like construction in general, it's not the pop star world, sometimes it's tough, but little snippets of...
that's what makes it worthwhile and keeps you going.
Yeah, 100%. What benefit on bills? So percentage wise, can you think of an example of how you're helping the consumer reduce their utility costs? What's the average lowering of utility bills from what you're
I mean,
doing.
it varies depending on the households and the size of the properties, but on average, you're looking at about, what, 30%?
So by doing this work, you can reduce your utility bills by 30%. And we know solar, you can reduce your bills by 60%. If you have a heat pump designed, installed, and explained properly,
Yeah.
you can be 500 to 700% more efficient. So all these things grouped together,
Yeah.
that's going to have a massive impact.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, people, going back to like solar, I mean, people underestimate the power of having solar. It's like, at the moment in time, you're paying that money out already anyway
Yeah.
to people without any control. I'll be going up and down.
Yeah, no.
And with having solar with the battery pack, you're becoming the owner of your own electric.
Yeah.
So that's so powerful.
Yeah. You become your own power company, more or less, you know?
I like that pun.
Yeah.
You're becoming, so powerful yourself that you're actually in control.
Yeah.
Because there's only one way electric prices are going.
It's going up again in February.
There you go.
They've taken the cap off. Who knows what it's going up? You know, like more and more people are going to have solar. Every home in the UK will have to have solar in the next 20 years. How soon is it going to be until the government taxes the sun? You know? So when everyone jumps on solar, which they're going to, at what point does the government say, okay, we are not making as much money from electricity now, we have to tax the generation on people's roofs? So the quicker you opt in on solar and you get an installation done, the more you're going to be able to maximize your savings. The longer it takes, the less you're going to get a return on your investment, in my personal opinion. You see, I think in Romania, so in Romania at the moment, they're generating so much electricity from solar, they've actually started taxing and charging people to export. So they're not saving money now, they're being charged for their export.
Wow.
So, at the minute, it's VAT exempt,
You're getting paid for the
You're getting paid. How long is it going to be? If you were a slow starter on this, how long is it going to be until that sort of thing happens?
Yeah, in the long run, it'll end up costing more money.
Yeah, so it's beneficial to jump on it.
Demands will go
now.
higher.
Yeah,
When the
100%.
demands are higher, the prices go up.
Yeah, so in my personal opinion, I think people should be jumping on this ASAP.
Right now.
Because you're going to be.
Now's the best time.
Now's the best time. Yeah.
Yeah, before next year when when the grants kick in.
Yeah.
Those of you that wouldn't be eligible for a grant, it's definitely to get the solar on a private basis now.
Yeah. We are lowering utility bills, from 60 to 90% in some cases. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, that's a massive, massive life-changing figures.
Yeah. In one property, there was their bill was like £150. We put 10 panels on a roof with a battery, and we've reduced their bill to £7 a month.
I mean, that's
in the summer.
That is just ridiculous, isn't it? So it's just like your money you're already spending at the moment. Why not spend it that way? So it's going in the future. That's like
So
you're paying
95% saving
that's crazy.
on their utility bill. Do you know what I mean? That's not going to be in every single case, because
depends on the size of the roof. It depends on how many panels they can get on there.
every case is different. Everyone's got different usage. Everyone's got different sized families. In some cases, there's different sized roofs. There's different sized budgets where you can put a starter pack battery in, or a larger battery in, or a larger system in. So it all depends on that. But
I mean, if somebody's quite, financially, say things are tight for them, would you say to start off with solar, and then slowly, if you need to add battery, you do it gradually?
No, I'd say start off with a starter pack. So our starter packs is a 5.6 kilowatt battery with a solar panel installation on your roof, because that way you're optimizing your utility bill savings, because the electricity you generate when you're not in the home, you
Straight
store
away
in your
you're
battery.
Storing it straight away.
Because if you just put solar on the roof and you were not in and it's the
Yeah,
middle of the
it's just-
summer, then you haven't got no devices on. So that's just getting exported back to the grid.
Yeah.
So it's not on. So the savings in solar, or the return on your investment in solar, is not just in the generation, it's in using your generation instead of exporting off the grid, because that's how you maximize your saving potential. If you've just got solar on its own and it's going into your system, but you're not
utilising
storing it, then you only get paid in peak hours 7 pence per unit, where in peak hours you would pay for electricity at, say, 28 pence per unit. So, you know, with a battery, what you do is you store that unit in your batteries, and then when it comes time for using it, instead of exporting straight from the grid,
Yeah.
you just use that battery storage or what you're still generating to save that 28 pence.
And how are you showing the customer that about their usage? How
Yeah.
can they see?
How can they see so what we do is we do it on our software, so we design the systems bespoke per customer, per property, and it all depends on what they're using. So if they was using, I don't know, say 5,000 kilowatts a year, and you put, say, a 10-panel system on their property, then that 10-panel system would be a percentage of their usage. So it would offset their bill by a certain percentage, so maximising savings.
Yeah. So it's it's the best thing you could possibly do right now in this current climate, definitely.
Yeah, it's all about the energy saving and reducing your utility bills in the current economical crisis.
But more importantly, getting it through hail heating. Because at least you're with the right people, you've got the support, you've got the right mindset behind it, you're thinking about the customer, and that's all very important.
No, I really appreciate that. It's nice to know that people are seeing what we're trying to do within the company, and it's the same with you. Like, your values align with what we have in the company.
Hence we're here together.
Yeah,
doing this podcast.
Yeah, definitely. It's so important to choose the right company so that they have your best interest at heart.
Absolutely.
So what are your plans for the future?
So currently we're recruiting.
Okay.
So we're looking for people in customer services.
Yep.
We're looking for project managers, maybe retrofit coordination.
Okay.
Some people with experience with submission. So we're looking for people for starts in, like, the job starts for January.
Okay, fantastic. So you're going to be all in-house. So it's going to be a one size fits all. They come to you, everything's in-house and gets
absolutely
done properly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So it just makes the whole process a lot smoother.
How do people inquire about these roles?
Yeah, they could send in some information or contact us by email. That's Anita@beco. So that's BEEECO.co.uk.
Okay, great.
They get details from the website, or they could send you can call in, leave the details behind, and then I can give them the email address.
Oh, amazing. That's great. Anything else you've got planned?
So there's a lot of work we're working on in-house that we're building and sorting out. So that the rest of this year is focused on getting that structure up and ready for next year.
So build the foundations and then watch the rest flourish from there then, really.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Okay, great. You've got a website. You're going to be working with a new marketing team.
Yeah, we're working with We Build Trades.
Yes, I work with We Build Trades too. I feel
so
they're
Danny,
fantastic.
shout out to Danny.
Yeah, up Dan.
So we're looking forward to that, and it's sort of halfway through, so we're still working. He's waiting on us at the moment to get some stuff in. So yeah.
What's the timeline that's all going to be finished?
So we're looking at end of November.
Okay.
Hopefully on that.
That's great. So, what are you most looking forward to for the next year? What's really...
Oh, we've got a lot planned for next year. We'll be motoring. Basically, the idea is that we'll continue to develop the home insulation,
Yes.
mostly moving towards more the private sector as well.
Yeah.
And then looking at the actual solar and air source heat pumps for the renewables in March 2026.
So big things planned. So watch this
Sorry,
space.
2025, isn't it?
Yeah, 2025. So B-Eco is taking over the grant and the private sector within the West Midlands area. So everyone, if you need any insulation, solar, heat pump, or anything like that, please reach out to Anita and the team, and they got your best interests at heart. They've got great values, and they'll really look after you. So yeah, thank you very, very, very much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
It's okay. Oh, I'm falling over.
Falling over.
I really appreciate it. Thanks again for you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you need anything from us, please reach out and let us know, and see you on the next episode.
Wow, thank you.